Well, hello, welcome back. So today we have this Ford Kuga and we have to change the AC radiator. At least this is what other people are telling, that it's losing refrigerant somewhere on the radiator. I tried last time, I couldn't find it because you have to take everything apart to have a good look at the radiator. So I don't know, this will be a surprise if it's losing refrigerant or not there. And also besides the radiator we have something like this. It's some blinds that come in front of the radiator, and these are closed by an electric motor, and the car decides whether to open or close them depending on, I think, on the ambient temperature. Yeah, well, I don't know, this to me things looks like something too overcomplicated for what it needs to do, also expensive. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, if this, so imagine if these things get locked in the summer and they can be opened, what happens to the engine? Well, overheatings and so on. So I don't know, I don't agree with this design. I mean, in the winter, if you want to get your engine warmer, install a diesel heater and you're done. This is just crazy. Okay, so we will start. We will have to remove 1 million of these plastic thingies, and I will be filming this in time lapse, so if I find anything interesting I will stop and show you guys. Okay, so let's go. So thanks to Ford's great engineers, I removed those two screws behind the headlight that are holding the bumper from this side, and I just discovered that there is another one, and this is so hard. I don't even know how what will fit there, so I can remove it, but I'm pretty sure it will be fun. I will try. Let's see, this smaller tool could be that this will fit. Well, anyway, let's try. We have nothing else to do. We have to remove that screw also. I also tried removing the headlight on the other side, and I don't think it can be removed until the bumper is not down. So yeah, okay, we will go on with those two screws. Okay, so I think we are almost there. There is an interesting thing that beside the three screws here, these things need to be pushed when you try to pull the fender down, otherwise they will not come out. And also you need to take down the whole underside, so this is in the air and then it should move. There are also some latches here under the headlights, so yeah, it's much more complicated. I didn't take down these from the and now it comes down easy, and when I tried it didn't want to. Okay. So anyway, it's a little bit harder than the Volkswagen, but I think we are getting there. Okay, let's see if we can get it down. Okay, so we got the fender down. There is only one connector to remove, and that connects everything. And now we need to take down these blinds, as I tell them. So yeah, we can see there are some problems. One of them is locked, or it's just out of place, or I don't know. The rest are moving pretty much together, and could be that on this one, yeah, the motor is connected on this one. So I don't know, I don't even know what to tell about this. Is it defective? It's not. Could this been repaired? I don't know. We have it, so we will change it, and that's it. And also, after we take down this, I will do a pressure test. I want to be convinced that the radiator is leaking, although here it has been hit a little bit. I don't know. Well, we will see after we will take the plastic down. This This will make our life a lot easier. And I also want to film these things because I don't know what these are, but have different positions. So they are on the lock, and this is how I think we should put the other ones also. Okay, well, it's not that bad after all. Yeah, and you don't need to remove nothing from the headlights. I removed this screw, but you don't have to. Yeah, this one you have to remove, and also I removed this one. You don't have to remove that either, I think. Yeah, okay, so let's see how this goes. And again, this is something strange. So the way this comes down, first you need to move it to SM, I think assembly, then it pops for a little while, and then you need to turn it to ship, and then it comes out of the metal from behind, but you still have the connecting part which you need to remove behind it. So I actually had two options, but I think I have chosen the right one, even if everything looks like a mess. I didn't know we have to take out the climate radiator, and I thought I should do it from under here and just make enough space to take it out. But I think removing this plastic thingy from the front and the headlights, I think it was the right decision to do, and this should give us a better access to the radiators, to the climate radiator, and it should come out easily from the top. Yeah, also I had to support the hood, because obviously the bar it's here and this comes down with everything. So the next step to do is I don't know if I can move the radiator and still put some pressure in the system, so I will be sure that it's leaking in that spot that I saw from below. But let's see if we can move it out first. So at this point I had to remove the intercooler also. I protected the intake with a bag, and the climate radiator was not coming out without removing this. There just simply isn't enough space, and the intercooler radiator comes under this one, so actually there is physically you cannot take out the climate radiator. This has two screws from the bottom, and actually one of them broke because it's some kind of this sheet metal nut, and yeah, one of them broke, so we will use a normal nut on that side. And now it's clearly visible the radiator and where it was leaking, and these oil marks are from the AC oil, and we can see there is no marks on the intercooler, so it doesn't come from the turbo. Yeah, so it comes from here. I will just do a short pressure test just to be convinced 100%, but right now I'm 99.9% that the leak of the AC is here. Okay, so we have the nitrogen connected. We have about 19 bars. It's a good thing I have a long hose. I don't have to move the big bottle anymore. Now let's see. I mean, it's really dirty, but we should try this anyway. This is just soapy water. Let's see if we can find anything here. No. There's so much dirt and oil that we are not getting bubbles. Let's see here on the filter. Nah, nothing. So where is that leak? Just move this out of the way so it doesn't get wet. And now, should we increase the pressure? I mean, these leaks are hard to find anyway. No. Okay, let's increase the pressure a little bit. Well guys, so I just wasted about 30 or 40 minutes, and all my focus was on this place while the oil was, and I said I'm giving up, and then out of nowhere, yeah, this little place of bubbles comes up. Yeah, and you can see it. So this is, I don't know, such a small leak that, and it's not even in the place where all the oil was. I mean, yeah, it was oil from here on down, but I would have expected the leak somewhere here on the downside, or even at this filter insert, but not here. I mean, this is a place where the radiator is not even touched, and it's looking quite good, but I'm very pleased I found this. At least I have no questions that this one is leaking. And guess the pressure, yeah, almost 25 bars. Yeah, so this is the leak, and now we can replace the radiator with peace of mind that this is leaking. Of course, before putting all the car together, we will do a long pressure test. I mean maybe about an hour, just to be sure that the car is not leaking anywhere else. But this is a good sign, because I know I tested this car before and you could only see a little bit of pressure loss after a very long time. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we will leave it under pressure. We just checked here at these O-rings if we have any leaks. I don't have the new O-rings. On the Volkswagen Radiator there were new O-rings. Here I don't have them. I don't see any leaks at this point, and I'm not expecting to have any leaks. Let's hope it stays like that. So this aftermarket radiator, the screw is too long because the other one has a hole also on this side. This one hasn't, so I put some spacers. It should be fine. Let's hope this screw doesn't get in the way. I'm not expecting it to, but who knows. So we have about things in place. I had problems with this one, like I told you. The insert broke, so I used a stainless steel nut and bolt and some spacers, and this is what's holding it now. Of course I forgot to put it at first time, so I had to open up everything again. Yeah, we can see the screw there. Don't really have access to it, so it's not that easy. And well, we'll just leave it like this for about 5 minutes. We will take the readings, which is, I believe, about 23 bars, and we will close the valves, and we will have to wait to see if the system is losing pressure. Of course I don't expect it to, so I think I will begin assembly until we wait for the pressure test. Okay, so we have done a pressure test at about 23 bars for more than a half an hour. Nothing happened, so the pressure held, and now we are beginning to mount everything together, and this time I will vacuum the system so we don't lose time with that after assembly. Yeah, so we will just move on with the assembly and leave the system vacuuming. Again, Ford's engineering, the low side valve is somewhere down there. It's so hard to reach that when I first saw this car I didn't think it had one. Yeah, well, what can you do? So let's get on with the assembly. So we are pretty much back in place with everything. We have no screws left, so this is always a good sign. This is just a plastic thingy that we replaced with a bolt and nut. So yeah, everything went pretty nicely, I think. But of course the test is after we fill it with refrigerant. So I searched online. It's nowhere here on the car. It should be 600 grams, and I will be also putting 50, maybe 75 milliliters of oil, just because of the new filter and condenser, and also the leak that it was. Yeah, I think it should be fine, so I will do that now. Yeah, and okay, we'll see when we test it. Okay, so I disconnected the hoses because that low pressure valve is very hard to reach, and once the engine heats up, I think it's impossible. So let's see if it's working. You see we have 30 degrees, and let's start the car. Okay, now let's start the AC. Move up the we can see it's working quite well. Yeah guys, so this was it for the Ford Kuga. I don't know what we will do next time, so yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And yeah, that's it for today. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Well, that's it. Bye again.